Well, hello and greetings from the European Champions League from the currently sunny city of Budapest in Hungary. We have come to the last two medal matches of the league. The best is saved for the end. Gold medal match in the air pistol discipline is just about to begin. The first bronze medal match for air pistol discipline was this morning. Early start for the air pistol shooters, 9 a.m. And the second one for air rifle was at noon, just before lunch. Team Italy dominated both of these medal matches, finishing the match with only 3 duels, not giving their opponents many chances for success. I wonder what the day would have looked like for the Italian team if they made it to the gold medal matches in yesterday's semifinals, because this day was truly reserved for the Italians, at least, well, the bronze medal matches, both of them. But Team Italy, Norway and Serbia can now rest and enjoy the rest of the competition. 2 gold medal matches with the same teams, actually, Germany and Hungary. We're at the Mercury Hotel, Castle Hill. The whole competition is happening here, and it's only these 4 targets that are the stars of the show, alongside with the rest of the athletes, of course. We only had one match that involved the mixed team event. That was yesterday, the last semi-final. And then today, so far, Italy was just getting ahead, winning duel after duel and not letting anything stop them in their run for the bronze medal. Looks like competing on the home grounds did well for Hungary so far. We'll see how it goes for them so on, but in the semifinals yesterday, it wasn't looking like Hungary was very favorite in the air pistol discipline, but they beat Italy, pushed them out into the bronze medal match, and got themselves to the gold medal match, where they'll be competing against Germany. I'm pretty sure they're all going to be coming in just in a minute. The first shot will be at 3 p.m. on the dot. And it looks like we're ready. We need a little time for presentation, after which sighting time, of course, 5 minutes for each of the duels to begin and kind of get settled as much as they can in this gold medal match in this format, where they only have single shots and 50 seconds on the clock for each one of those, winning series by series, 2 points by 2 points, sometimes a 1 point when the scores are tied. And the first one to get to 16, I think we know how it goes. Robin Walter coming out first, Sandra Reitz, Michael Schwald, and last but definitely not the least, a very strong suit for Germany, Doreen Vannekamp. The coach is here with them as well. And now for Hungarian team, Miklos Tatrajfejes. Veronika Meyer, a strong suit in that team. Mate Redecci and Sara Fabian. Mr. Chaba is the coach. He's going to squeeze into the picture here. And now we can see both of the teams very clearly with those 5 minutes in the middle, showing how much time the athletes will have to prepare for the duel. Here's jury in charge, Blandine Bourdieu from France, and Matthias Nagy as the chief range officer from Hungary. Here's our wonderful announcer, Tekla Meyer. Same last name as we have Veronika Meyer in the Hungarian team. Getting ready to start. We're starting off with the duel between Robin Walter and Miklos Tatrajfejes. Yesterday in the semi-final, Robin Walter beat Damir Mikec in their duel, which was a bit of a, I wouldn't say surprise, but Damir Mikic is currently #1 on the world rank, and we might have expected him to win the duel, but what can you do in this format? Things change very quickly and very easily. On the other hand, Tatrai Fesh lost his duel to Paolo Mona, who already secured a bronze with his team today, and can now rest watching the rest of the gold medal matches play out. Here is Miklos Tatrajfesh, 37-year-old from Hungary. He's been shooting since 2005. He's been to the Olympics. He was in Rio back in 2016, landed on the 42nd place in qualification with 567 points. Next to him, Robin Walter, 24-year-old, one of the young athletes in his early 20s. We've seen him a couple of times already at World Cups, winning some team medals, and last year he did win a silver medal in an individual competition in Rio. This year we saw him in Baku winning the bronze medal. So if we're going to talk favorites in this duel, it might just be Robin Walter. He does have the advantage of winning the duel against Damir Mikic yesterday, which might have done something for his feeling coming into this competition. The confidence he brings on the firing line here, where he yesterday beat the world's #1 pistol shooter. Five minutes is on the clock for sighting time when we start off with the 50-second shots. After each round, the player, the athlete who scores a higher score wins 2 points in case of a tie, which I think is a more frequent thing in the rifle discipline than it is in the pistol one, but we'll see. If they tie, they each win 1 point. And climbing up to the magic 16 is where you want to end up first. You want to win the duel. In the rifle competitions, we had a lot of those 0.1 differences. And this is just something that's more frequent for an air rifle disciplines, because we tend to expect the athletes shooting more or less 10s, here and there a 9, which is something that just happens a little bit more frequently in the pistol discipline. Hitting a 9 over here is not such a big deal as it might be in the air rifle discipline. And you can see by the way that the pistol shakes, sometimes we get to really see an up close of the pistol just shaking there. It's the nerves, it's, well, everything that's happening, a will to succeed, you know. But what the one thing that the athletes can do is in this moment, while the pistol doesn't want to stand still, is to try and pull on the trigger as evenly and neatly and nicely as possible. That was a 10.1 now from Miklos. They're still inciting shots. I just have a screen where I can see what they're shooting, so I can kind of see what they're coming in with. Walter's had some nice couple of 10s. Tatra is still finding the center of the target. Still has a minute to go. So we'll get to see. But for now, it looks like Walter is in an advantage, coming from winning the duel yesterday, having these accomplishments, shooting in the finals before in his life, even though it's a different format. Here's the Hungarian team watching over what's gonna happen. Walter won the European Championship last year in Hamar. He was a junior European champion in Baku back in 2017 for the 50-meter pistol men, which is a very difficult discipline. The 50-meter rifle is difficult, but you can imagine having a pistol. It's really these slight movements that can push you out of the target ever so easily. So a high amount of precision is really what is needed for the 50-meter pistol man, and this is something that Robin Walter has already proven that he can do. This is Mrs. Ghislaine Briez. We're going to see her at the victory ceremony as well. She is the ESC Technical Committee Chairwoman. And let's focus on the two men here. Tatrajfejes and Walter, starting from zero. Nothing is in motion just yet, but the first lead that is taken is going to show us where we're going, at least for the first moment, but it's not going to show us the whole picture, and we cannot expect that. We will have to go through the whole match to see what happens. Tatraj with a 9.3. There, Walter takes the first lead with a 9.7. As I already mentioned, it's not something that is unusual in the pistol world, hitting a 9 and maybe even winning a point or two on that 9. The Hungarian coach looks calm. Nothing's in motion too much just yet, but Walter could take on this momentum and continue on. His 9 was not on the lower side. He shot a little bit of a better one this time around, 9.8. 10.1 on the Hungarian side. 2 points for Tatrajfejes as he ties with the youngster over here. There is a 13 years age difference between these two men. But Walter is not lacking in experience, that's for sure. He has seen some big final hauls and has managed to place himself on the podium a few times already now. Oh, out into an 8. Tatraj after that nice 10 he had. Walter takes on the lead once again. Very deservingly, if I might add, with that 10.5. Hungary losing by 2 points. Germany with an advantage. Back into a 10, and that was a flickering of the pistol for Walter. Went down into a 9.3. Looks like he needs to adjust either his neck or his hand, but he did use both. The athletes are back to a tie. And it's that feeling like they're put under a microscope a little bit. We can really see them from a close-up and a perspective we don't tend to see if we have 8 athletes in the finals. It's not easy to focus, or, well, it's not fair to focus on just one. But here, we do have only 2 athletes, and we can really focus on what's going on, how they're reacting, how they're taking each shot, and, well, just what's going on. Tatrei Fish still into a 10, but Walter coming in with a stronger one, 0.4 of a difference, taking the lead once again, slowly, but steadily moving towards those 16 points. Walter takes a bit of time, Tatrei even more. Walter stays stable, stays within the 10. This is the second time Tatrei has flew out of the 9th circle into an 8. And Robin Walter is just getting ahead here. Halfway to 16. Next duel is between Veronika Mayer and Sandra Reitz. Veronika was able to win her duel yesterday with Maria Varicchio. On the other hand, Sandra Reitz did not get the chance to shoot the duel against Zorana Arunovic since Germany won in the first 3 duels and got themselves into the gold medal match that is here right now. Tatrei Fish hitting a 10.3 and climbing one step towards Robin Walter. Let's see if Walter can get ahead. Both of these men take just a little bit of time to, I guess, gather the strength. They've already used 20 seconds, and now they have only one shot, only one opportunity. There's not really a lot of time to be able to try twice. So it's on the first try. 9.7 for Walter gives another 2 points to Germany. I'm not expecting a timeout just yet, but we'll see maybe after the next one. Oh no, it's going to be now. Timeout is happening for Miklos Tatrei Fish. He is not reacting to the pressure maybe as well as he would hope today. Hitting those 8, going out, it's more or less a definite lose of the round. Still being within a 9, it can kind of get you to at least get 1 point, 2 points. But heading out into an 8 makes it a little bit harder to do that. Both of the athletes look pretty calm. Both of the coaches are calmly approaching them. It looks like they're not very serious and, you know, strict towards the athletes. It just looked like a nice conversation to give them a little break after 8 shots. It's time for the 9th one. Takes around a minute for each shot, more or less. So it's kind of a fast format. The athletes don't get a lot of time being in this center of attention. Tatrai slides into a 10.4. Walter, on the other hand, outside, outlining the 10, almost hitting it. Germany is still leading. We can see that both of the men in the duel are kind of catching each other's tails here on the left. Throughout the whole gold medal match. And yeah, also, these two are breaking the ice. This is the first gold medal match of the Champions League. And also they're the first one in their teams to come up for a duel. With a slim 10, Robin Walter gets another 2 points over here. The youngster was able to win a bronze medal at the World Cup final last year in Cairo. That was the President's Cup. Let's see if Walter can get even more ahead. Yeah, Tatra is giving him a chance here, and Robin Walter still staying in a stable circle within the 9, within a strong 9 over here. Wins another 2 points. So now he is at match point in a comfortable lead so far. He might finish his duel right now. Walter shakes a little bit, but hits a 9.6, whereas Tatrai Fejes hits out into an 8. We've seen him do this a couple of times, and this was a very crucial moment. The pressure was just a bit too high for Tatrai Fejes. And the first point goes to Team Germany, goes to Robin Walter, unbeaten in his duels yesterday, beating Damir Mikec today against Miklos Tatrai Fejes. He wins the point for Germany. I think he gave everything he had to the team in these last 2 days. Now, that's it for now, actually. It's always a chance for the mixed team event that comes at the end. But so far, he can take a seat and relax as Sandra Reitz comes on for the duel. Dueling with Veronika Mayer. Yesterday, winning against Maria Vericchio. Sandra Reitz has her first duel. That's potentially a disadvantage. Veronika Mayer got to feel what it is like shooting in this format, going through the duel, feeling all the feelings. Whilst Sandra Reitz had not had that opportunity just yet. Her team was just a very strong team, shooting against Serbia and winning in the first 3 rounds. Veronika Mayer, 26-year-old from Hungary, started shooting 13 years ago. She's been very successful for years now. In Tokyo, she was 34th. She has 11 World Cup medals so far in total, 5 World Championship medals. That actually include the 10-meter running target discipline, where she won the World Championship in Seoul back in 2016 as a junior, and in 2014 as a junior as well. And now she is in the pistol discipline, and I think she just chose the right one for her right now. She's shooting against Sandra Reitz. This is the first time we are seeing her on the firing line over here. She shot her first shot in sighting series. It's a 10.2. We've seen her winning a World Cup with her team in Rio last year, winning a mixed team event also in Rio last year, winning in Osijek 2 years ago at the World Cup for the 25-meter rapid fire pistol, which is an interesting discipline to shoot as a woman, since it's always been a male-dominated discipline. But there was a point in the past where there was a mixed team event for the 25-meter rapid fire pistol, and she tried it out, and it looks like it went really well for her, hitting a gold medal that 2 years ago. This year in Cairo, she managed to score a bronze medal at the mixed team event. Looking at both of these athletes, I might say that Veronica Mayer is a bit stronger of an athlete. She is third in the world ranking for the 10-meter air pistol, while as Sandra Reitz is holding the 21st ranking position in the world. So if we focus on just that, yeah, Veronica might be a favorite over here. She did win her duel yesterday. But so did Radecki and Fabian as well. So they really put up a fight yesterday with Italy. Let's see if they can do the same thing with Germany today. 2 more minutes, and from what I'm seeing in sighting shots, Reitz is doing just a little bit better. Mayer is still kind of finding the center of the target. And Reitz has had a few 10s already. It says here that she likes swimming and running and climbing and tennis. It looks like she has many hobbies other than shooting, and it seems like she's a very outdoorsy person. I have to say, she does seem like it. We'll see if she is good under pressure as well. Reitz has been competing since 1994. She was very, very young then. Still very young. A little bit more of life experience than Veronica Mayer, the 26-year-old. She changed her discipline, so that might have taken a lot to deal with and to handle. Going from a running target, you would think that she would stick to rifle, but no. She went into pistol shooting and absolutely found herself here. She has won a World Cup 4 times in the 25-meter pistol and 2 times in the 10-meter pistol in just the last 4 years. So, very excited to see where this goes between these two ladies. Sandra Reitz, Veronica Mayer. Who will it be between these two ladies? She shoots fast, a 10.0. That's better than what she was shooting in sighting shots. But Sandra Reitz coming in with a stronger one, a 10.5. It took a little bit longer for her to aim and shoot, but I guess she found a good reason for it. Shooting a 10.5, taking the first lead in duel number 2. 9.3 on the Hungarian side. Sandra Reitz taking a moment before aiming into the target. She shoots an 8.9 out and down. Gives basically these 2 points to Mayer. It was a slim 9 on the Hungarian side, but nevertheless, an 8 is never a good one. And it's really hard to win 2 points on account of that. Mayer is using a technique of shooting with both of her eyes open. 10.6. Reitz, on the other hand, likes to have her left eye covered. She shot a 10.1 and a nice strong 10 brings Hungary 2 points. The ladies look so calm and collected. It's always interesting to see the athletes coming on the line, and you know it cannot be easy for them. But they're not really showing it on the outside. 10.5 for Mayer. She really doesn't take a long time. She aims, finds the center, and shoots it down. Oh, but Sandra Reitz coming in with a 10.9. I think that's the first one in the pistol competition. Deservingly winning 2 points, tying with Mayer. Putting some pressure on the Hungarian. Germany already has 1 point from the first duel. .3 for Mayer. Let's see if Reitz can do what she did in the last round. Pulling on that trigger. Yeah, it stayed pretty stable, but out into a 10.0. An outline of the 10, which is around, well, less than a centimeter of a diameter. That's for sure. Ten meters away. It's a different game trying to score this with a rifle than it is with a pistol. Oh! What happened in this round? Yeah, we don't see this very often, winning 2 points on account of an 8, but that's exactly what happened with Reitz. This is not an unusual thing. There's a moment in the finals when both of the athletes get this kind of a feeling or an energy. Something happens, something switches a little bit, and they both become nervous or start to feel the tensefulness of the final all of a sudden, and then both just go down. And this is what we saw in the last round. Let's see if there's a comeback for Reitz too, because Meyer got herself back into a 10. And so did Reitz. 0.1 of a difference. Reitz takes 2 points and gets halfway to 16. Interesting what was going on here. It's a timeout for Hungary now after that 7.9. I would have thought, yeah, of course it's going to be. Whatever happened to both of them at the same time. Look at that round. 7.9, 8.9. After having pretty good shots. The rest of the time, especially Veronika Meyer, she didn't even go out into an 8, but look at that. After the 5th shot, went down and out. It was just a moment of being unfocused, and I guess that's the same thing that happened to Reitz. This timeout, I'm pretty sure, is serving as a moment to breathe, and it should be helpful for both of the athletes. I think that might have been a, you got this, you know what you're doing, let's go. Nothing's lost yet. She's just one step behind Reitz. Let's see if there is a comeback. The index finger is on the trigger. She shoots pretty fast, 9.6. It's not taking too long. Reitz, on the other hand, takes a little bit more time. She's still aiming, and the pistol is not very still. Out into a 9.4. The 2 points go to Meyer in this round. It looks like both of them are still unsettled a bit. .4 on the Hungarian side. .7 on the German side. That's a punch over there. 2 points go to Germany, and it was a good shot for Meyer. Hard duel between the two ladies. Out into an 8 once again. This time Meyer. It's the same shot Sandra Reitz had 2 times so far. She comes into a 10.0 and goes 2 steps ahead, away from Veronika Meyer. The Hungarian doesn't have any more timeouts to take. what's the next thing? She's coming back with a 10.8. Yeah, that one might just be enough to win her a round. Definitely 2 points, and very well deservingly go to the Hungarian side. 10.8 is the highest Veronika Mayer had so far. 10.9 was on the German side, right? Hitting the perfect shot. Another start, another series. .9. Is it going to be enough to tie at 12? Yeah, it's not going to be enough this time. 10.5 from the German side. I mean, we didn't get to see Reitz yesterday in the semifinals, so we couldn't really know how she's going to find herself in this format. She had a couple of mishaps, but more or less it was good. Yeah, we can see it here on the left. She would be winning 2 rounds in a row, which was helpful for her to get in an advantage of 2 rounds and put herself in a match point situation. If she wins the next round, it's another point for Germany. Mayer shot a 9.4 and a 10.1 for Reitz. Gives Germany another point in the gold match. And it's a only duel for Sandra Reitz and a winning duel against Veronika Mayer, who is 3rd in the world. But yeah, you really gotta find your way in this format. It's not an easy one. So far, Robin Walter won his duel against Miklos Tatrajfejes. Now Sandra Reitz won her duel against Veronika Mayer. It's a lot for Mate Redeci, who is coming up next on the Hungarian side to take. He has the destiny of Hungary in his hands. All right. This is going to be just a short break between the 2 duels. Germany is in the lead. Don't go anywhere. Hungary is, well, right now, kind of far behind. It's a big job for Mate Redeci and then potentially Sara Fabian to try and bring that back.
gentlemen, please welcome the participants of the third row of the gold medal match. Representing Germany, Michael Schweiz.
And we're back with the third duel. Big job for Match3. Coming out, here he is. Michael Schwald already got out, and he was the one who beat Dimitri Grgic yesterday in the semi-finals, so Schwald already has a win under his wings from yesterday. A confidence that might just help out. Again, 5 minutes of preparation. Everybody gets their 5 minutes that don't count before they come into those 50 seconds and single shots that very much so count and make a difference after each shot. Match3, 19, he is, I'm pretty sure, the youngest of everybody that we've seen in this European Champions League. He's been appearing at the world stage only for the last 2 years, so not a lot of experience in this young man. But nevertheless, there's many competitions that he's been to in the last 2 years, so he was building up that experience. And the future looks pretty bright for this young man. The only medal he's got, though, is a European Championship bronze medal from a junior team event of the 25-meter rapid-fire pistol, which we know that that discipline is very demanding. And, well, usually the 25-meter rapid-fire pistol athletes don't really mix it with the 10-meter, but he is young, and I'm sure he's still just trying out different things to see what suits him best. Right now, he's here with us with the 10-meter air pistol discipline. Michael Schwald, on the other hand, the 31-year-old, a little bit more experience. I think that also makes sense. There's a 12-year difference between these two men in the duel. He has 4 World Cup medals. Last year, winning a silver medal in Cairo and a bronze one in Baku. So he knows what it's like being in the spotlight and, well, climbing up on the podium. Germany's got a very nice advantage here. Schwald can come into the final a little bit more relaxed than Radecki, who has the destiny of Hungary in his hands and a pistol in his hand, which is a little bit shaky. It is for everybody in this competition. And, well, we can see it very well with these close-ups. Pulling on the trigger. So far, Schwald has had a couple of nice shots in the sighting series, and he is continuing. He had 2 strong 10s and 1 10.3, whereas Radecki is a little bit more all over the place in the target, shooting some thin 9s, thin 10s. So far, this is just what it looks like. That it might be Schwald is coming in to the gold medal match a little bit more settled, a little calmer than the 19-year-old. Who can blame him? Who can blame him? Gone through the 2 duels. Gold medal match for the air pistol. We will be wrapping up this wonderful competition of the European Champions League here in Budapest, Hungary, with the gold medal match for air rifle. That's going to be happening at 6 tonight, after which it's going to be a wonderful victory ceremony and everybody that participated in this event is going to be there. There's a prize for everybody, but of course of a different size, that's for sure. You want to catch the gold medal. That would be a pretty nice thing. Gold medal match in the air rifle competition is going to be also between Hungary and Germany, of course, in a different kind of way. It's going to be Zalm Pekler, Eszter Messeros, István Penny, and Eszter Tenes on the Hungarian side. And on the German side, Maximilian Ulbrich, Anna Janssen, Maximilian Dallinger, and Lisa Miller. These two teams looks like are at the top of Europe this weekend, both for air pistol and air rifle. They really showed some great results in the semifinals and, found themselves in the gold medal match, which is by itself already a big achievement. But winning the gold is, the sweetest victory, I suppose. 20 seconds on the clock, and we're getting right into those single shots to see what's going to happen in this duel between a youngster here with not a lot of experience and Michael Schwald, that has seen the world stage already, that has seen the podiums of big world cups.
Participants of the third duel, representing Germany in the highest five. Representing Hungary, match3.
Craziness behind them, but they keep it cool and calm and collected as we move towards the first series, first round, and duel number 3. Radecki coming in with a 10.1. Not a bad shot after that sighting series. That wasn't the best. But Schwald strongly into a 10.4. I almost missed when he shot out of his pistol. It didn't really move a lot, which, is what you want. Any kind of flicker can make it go somewhere out of the 10 or a 9, maybe even 8. So the calmer the pistol stays after a shot, the better. Taking the first lead, Germany in a, good advantage against Hungary. Radecki out into an 8. Looks like the youngster is a little bit nervous, holding Hungary in his fate. 9.7 on Schwald's side. He climbed up to 4 already. There's only one timeout to be used per athlete in duel. So I'm sure the Hungarian coach is going to let it go just a little while longer. Maybe Radecki makes it to 2 points without help from the coach. But still, he is 19, still a junior. Juniors still do need a little bit more support from the coaches than they do when they become seniors. Radecki kind of coming back closer to the center, 9.8. 9.9 from Schwald. That's just bad luck for the Hungarian youngster. 6-0. We know how it goes. 16 is the magic number. Still not a timeout for the Hungarian. Okay. I'll see how it goes for the next round. It looks like Schwald is, well, he's on a streak here. Might be good to try and break that momentum with a timeout. But she's still into a, well, that's a solid 9. He is fighting over here. But the 31-year-old, just a little bit more experience, or a lot more experience, gets them into a 10.1. There it is, the timeout to try and break the streak that Michael just had. 4 rounds in a row. He is moving ever so calmly and slowly, and it's absolutely interesting to see. Maybe it's a tactic to try and stay still as possible, because I don't really think that he moves that way in his real life. Yeah, the coach is trying to give some support to the 19-year-old. As I said, he has been showing up on the world stage for only the past 2 years. He's only 19. I think he still needs a little bit more guidance than any of the seniors. He is being put here in a very difficult position. Germany is already leading by 2 points. And, well, it's all up to him, even though he knows that it might not be, but the mind plays its own games, especially when especially being put on a spotlight like this. Under a microscope, only 2 of you standing. It's a duel. It's absolutely something that will change the way you feel from moment to moment. Again, a strong 9 on the Hungarian side. And out into a 9.4. Looks like the timeout did something for Radecki. Broke the streak of the German athlete and got the Hungarian his first 2 points. Schwald is in the lead, halfway to 16. Ow, Radecki out into an 8.9. Looks like the pressure got to him once again. As I said, still a junior. Slim 10 against the 8. It was something expected, I think, in this round. A lot is riding on this for Hungary. He moved a few inches, a few millimeters actually, up into a 9.1. Not enough. Schwald still in the game with a 10.2, takes another 2 points and just continues building up his streak. No more timeout for Hungary, and, well, the 19-year-old just has to battle his own battle on his own. We're 49 minutes into the gold match. I have to say, it's not looking It's not looking very pretty for Hungary, not with that 8.9 again. .9 on the German side gets Germany another 2 points, and now I just gotta say it, it's a super, super comfortable lead for Germany with 2 points from the duels, 14 points coming to a match point. I think it's safe to say Sarah Fabian and Doreen Vannekamp are not probably gonna see the duel today, unless unless something drastically changes in the next few moments. Lecce into a 10.3. Look at that. Might be the drastic change we're talking about. No, Lecce didn't want to let it go just like that. It cannot look that easy. 2 points to the Hungarian. He knows he is falling way back behind, but still fighting, still going on. Is this going to be a match point for Schwald, or is Lecce going to keep on coming with those 10s? He goes out with a bang. He goes out with a 10.8. Schwald puts a fist in the air as he wins the gold for Germany. Robin Walter, Sandra Reitz, Michael Schwald, all winning their duels, one right after the other. Doreen Vannekamp didn't even have to come on into her duel. It's a gold medal for Germany, and I think they are absolutely excited for the gold medal in the air pistol. I think it might just be a little bit of a different story once we come to the gold medal match for rifle, since the Hungarian team is made up of world-class, best athletes in the world. Zalem Pekler, Ester Mesteros, István Penny, and Esther Dennis are going to be competing with the German team, Maximilian Ulbrich, Anna Jensen, Maximilian Dallinger, and Lisa Miller. Thank you for watching. This is done when it comes to the gold medal match of the air pistol competition. Here's Doreen Vannekamp on the left. She didn't even have to shoot her duel. And we'll be back in, 2 hours. 6 p.m. Come back to watch the last gold medal match of the Europeans Champions League. Thank you and goodbye.
Ganz woanders. Was ja eigentlich positiv ist, aber so. Ja, ich dachte so.